In a small, cluttered attic, a dusty shelf held many secrets. Among them was a forgotten toy, a plush rabbit named Fluffy. For years, Fluffy had been left untouched, its soft fur matted with dust, its bright eyes dimmed by the passing of time. One day, as the sun shone brightly through the grimy attic window, something magical happened. A gentle breeze rustled through the cobwebs, and Fluffy's stitched lips twitched ever so slightly. It was then that Fluffy came to life. At first, Fluffy was confused and disoriented. It looked around the attic, taking in the familiar yet forgotten surroundings. As it moved, its stuffed limbs creaked with a soft, raspy sound, like an old wooden gate swinging open. The dust motes danced around it, as if rejoicing in its newfound existence. Fluffy's first thought was to find its owner. It had been left behind by a young child named Timmy, who had outgrown the toy and forgotten all about it. Fluffy remembered the countless hours they spent together, playing hide-and-seek, having tea parties, and going on adventures. The memories flooded back, and Fluffy's ears perked up with excitement. With a newfound sense of purpose, Fluffy set out to find Timmy. It hopped down from the shelf, its stuffed feet making soft thuds on the dusty floor. The attic creaked and groaned as it moved, the old wooden beams protesting the sudden stirrings. As Fluffy made its way through the house, it encountered various obstacles. Cobwebs clung to its fur, sticky with years of neglect. The air was thick with dust, making it hard to breathe. But Fluffy persevered, driven by its desire to find Timmy. It navigated through the empty rooms, searching for any sign of its owner. It peeked into abandoned playrooms, half-finished craft projects, and forgotten bookshelves. With each step, Fluffy felt a sense of longing, as if it was getting closer to being reunited with the person who had once brought it so much joy. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the house, Fluffy finally reached the backyard. The fresh air and green grass invigorated it, and its senses came alive. It sniffed the air, taking in the scent of blooming flowers, freshly cut grass, and the faint aroma of Timmy's favorite snack, peanut butter sandwiches. Fluffy followed the scent to a nearby park bench, where a young boy sat alone, staring at the ground. The child's hair was messy, and his eyes looked tired, as if he had been crying. Fluffy's heart skipped a beat as it recognized the boy's features. It was Timmy. The little boy looked up, sensing Fluffy's presence. At first, he didn't recognize the toy, but as their eyes met, a spark of recognition flashed across his face. Timmy's eyes widened, and he smiled weakly, like a flower unfolding its petals. Fluffy hopped closer, its stuffed limbs trembling with excitement. It had found Timmy. The little boy reached out a hand, hesitantly touching Fluffy's fur. Tears welled up in his eyes as memories flooded back. The laughter, the adventures, and the quiet moments they shared together. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the park bench, Fluffy and Timmy were reunited. They hugged each other tightly, their hearts overflowing with joy. The dust motes danced around them, celebrating the reunion of two long-lost friends. In that moment, Fluffy realized that its purpose in life was not just to be a toy, but to bring happiness to those who needed it most. As Timmy held it close, Fluffy felt its stuffing inflate with pride, knowing it had found its true home in the heart of its beloved owner. From that day on, Fluffy and Timmy were inseparable once more. They went on new adventures together, exploring the world and creating memories that would last a lifetime. And as they sat on the park bench, watching the stars twinkle to life, Fluffy knew it had found its true purpose, to be a reminder of the power of love, friendship, and the magic that lies within even the most forgotten of toys. The years went by, and Timmy grew up, but he never forgot about his beloved toy. He kept Fluffy close, passing it down from generation to generation, so that its story could continue to inspire others. And as the generations passed, Fluffy's legend grew, becoming a reminder to always cherish the memories of our childhood and to hold dear the love of those who brought joy into our lives.